Hey there, future doctors! Let's dive into the fascinating world of cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF, and how to estimate its protein content. Increased protein levels in CSF are a common abnormality and should always be measured quantitatively. Today, I'll walk you through some of the easiest and most effective methods to do just that. First up, we have the Turbidimetric method using a proteinometer. This is probably the simplest method out there. A proteinometer is a set of standard tubes with known protein concentrations that show different levels of turbidity. You just compare your CSF sample to the standards to get an estimate. Next, let's talk about Mestrezat's Diaphenometric procedure. For this, you'll need 2 milliliters of CSF in a small test tube and add 0.3 milliliters of 30% trichloroacetic acid. Give it a good shake and place it in a water bath at 100 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes. After that, set it aside for at least 20 minutes. Compare the turbidity of your sample with standard tubes. Moving on to the sulfosalicylic acid test. Take 3 milliliters of 3% sulfosalicylic acid in a tube and add 1 milliliter of clear CSF. The cloudiness that forms is compared against a standard tube to estimate the protein concentration. Super easy, right? Now let's get a bit more complex with the Biuret method. This method is based on a colorimetric principle. Here's how it goes. Add 2 milliliters of 10% trichloroacetic acid to 2 milliliters of CSF. Mix well and let it stand for 5 minutes. Centrifuge at high speed and discard the supernatant. Mark this tube as test. In another tube marked blank, add 1 milliliter of 15% NaOH to both tubes. Shake the test tube to dissolve any precipitate. Then add 0.5 milliliters of 5% copper sulfate and 4 milliliters of distilled water to both tubes. Mix thoroughly and centrifuge again. Read the absorbance of the test against the blank in a colorimeter at 550 nanometers. Use a calibration curve to determine the protein concentration. Speaking of calibration curves, you'll need one for the Biuret method. Prepare a series of tubes with known protein concentrations and treat each as a test. Plot absorbance against concentration on a graph to create your calibration curve. Finally, let's touch on the dye binding method. While Kumasi Brilliant Blue was initially used, it stained all the glassware. Now, other dyes like Pyrogalal Red are used to measure small amounts of proteins in CSF. And there you have it. Whether you're using a proteinometer, Mestrezat's Diaphenometric procedure, sulfosalicylic acid test, Biuret method, or the dye binding method, you've got the tools to master CSF protein estimation. Remember, accurate protein estimation is crucial for diagnosing various neurological conditions. So, get in the lab and start practicing. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more medical tips and tricks. See you in the next video.